Hello, my stamping friends. It's Diane Evans with stampingwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So if this is one of your first times joining me, I'm so glad that you are. If you're joining me on YouTube, just be aware that this is part of a YouTube live and a Facebook live. So I may be commenting to different people that are on here. Plus, also, if it's on Facebook, you can turn around and you can also share that off my Facebook page. And because it's StreamYard, basically, I do not know who's commenting unless you've joined through my Facebook page or YouTube. So bear with me in that aspect. So it's Card Sketch Saturday. It is card sketch number 98. I'm excited. We're getting closer and closer to 100. Today is a bit more layers, and I'm having fun with this because I technically like my card sketches with more layers. So maybe next week is going to be very simple, and then of course we're going to go on to card sketch number 100. Oh my goodness. And that one I will have a special draw just for anybody that enters that particular one. So if like I say, make sure that you give me the thumbs up, make sure you say hello, and let's get on with this card sketch. Like I say, it's a little bit it has more layers on it, so I'm enjoying the more layers on this particular card. This will be posting at 11:15 on all of my groups and on my page. Plus, also at 11 o'clock, I'll be announcing the winners for last month that were for the Mystery Challenge and also for the Sketch Challenge. And they will be earning, hello. They will be earning a stamp set that of my choice. So it'll probably be one of the host stamp sets, I believe. I'm not sure exactly. We'll see what happens. So this is the card sketch, regular card base. It does have one layer around it, which is 4 by 5.25. And then it has, I use designer series paper. You do not have to. You can turn around and you can add dimension to it by using an embossing folder. But that is for 3 3/4 by 5. And then I have these pieces. Now you notice they're off to the side, and that was done purposely so that I could do my sentiment this way. So we have a piece that's 2 1/4 by 2 5/8. Now, just to let you know where these funky sort of sizes came from layer 3 and 4 was I used my stitched rectangle dies or my rectangle stitch dies. And that's when I get weird type shapes. If you also, you could use your Stitch So Sweetly, which I am really upset that it's retiring. They're retiring. But like I say, the rectangles are not. So that I think is the only thing that you could use that's, well, you could use anything. But anyways, let's go on to this. So when you do post this, try not to use what I have used in it. You can go ahead and do that when you're posting it, but just be aware that I will be posting this as a blog post. So it may look like I always try to share my cards with the blog post. So what am I using today? I'm using the Ranunculus Romance. Really a neat set. It's kind of an eclectic set, but it does have the beautiful ranunculus flowers and of course all the other different eclectic sort of type things. And also the dies themselves. This cuts out, it's really pretty. It cuts out like a bigger ranunculus, and then it also has a frame around it. So we'll be using this particular one, and then we're going to use some of the things to create a collage type look on this card. Now, I have my card stuff here, so let me just bring that out. Now, I am using designer series paper, so I want to show you that you can use designer series paper that is not necessarily something that you would think of using together. I could use, in this particular one, I could use the Waves of the Ocean thing using this particular stamp set. I could also use, and this is the one that I am going to use, I could also use, this is from the Flowering Fields. I love this one. I don't know if you saw me the other day where I did a mystery challenge and I used this for the sky. So I'm going to use that piece today. I like both sides of this. So I got to kind of give them equal billing or equal showing. All right, so I do have a piece. This is basic white. It is the thick basic white. So remember when you are, oh, great. That's awesome. Thanks so much. Yeah, the Stitch So Sweetly dies are so sad to be gone. Oh, great. Yes, this was something that I did use for my Your Creativity Awaits a couple months ago. Used this in there. And I like going back to those sets. And for the ones that do participate in the Your Creativity Awaits, they can find different uses for this as well. All right, so this is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4.25. Let's go and fold it into the mountain so that we get that nice even fold along the side. And of course, what we're going to do too is we are going to use our bone folder to get a really crisp look on there. Like I say, I am using my first layer is, oh, it looks like I've got a bunch of stuff all over this. My first layer is, let me see if I can get that. Oh, it's going to be covered anyways, but this is Petal Pink, and it is 4 by 5.25, and I'm going to lay that down on there. And I'm using my glue today because I'm on live. Just gives me a bit of extra wiggle room, that's all. Good morning, everybody. Oh my goodness. Don't forget to also share my video. Give me the thumbs up. If you have any comments, if you're on YouTube, if you have any comments, that sort of stuff, what I can do is I can also, I do respond to my videos there. So like I say, this is that Flowering Fields. I am using it because I want this Petal Pink to be off to this side. So really it should be this way, but I'm using it this way, just so that I get that Petal Pink, that color where I want it. Now this piece happens to be 3 3/4 by 5 inches. And I'm just going to put that down. I think because it uses such beautiful colors together, and it kind of looks like an artist palette too. It has the Petal Pink in there, the white, the Pool Party. It looks like it either has Soft Succulent in there or else it could be Mint Macaron. All right, so then I have this piece that's going to go here off to this side, but we're going to do a bit of stamping on there. And then this piece here, that's right here, I have used as a vellum piece. And like I say, I cut these out with the stitched, the rectangle stitch dies. So let's go ahead and we are going to go ahead and stamp the Ranunculus stamp. Now, I don't know if you caught me on Thursday night with my What Now series, but this is where I want to go back in and really show how great it is to use markers and how well and how different things can look. So I'm using my Petal Pink marker. These markers come in their color categories. Plus also they come in, if you get the new in colors, they're going to come in they will come in 5 packs with the new in colors when they come in, or if you can get them from the past 2 in colors. I'm just going to go in and color there. And then I'm just going to come in with my Calypso Coral, and I'm just going to put just a tiny bit. I'm just sort of flicking in this area here. And then I know this is going to sound really strange, but I am using Pool Party on the stems and the leaves because I'm trying to bring in what's already there. But then I'm also going in with my Pear Pizzazz, and I'm just going to go in and put some of those colors on there. as well. So like I say, I'm just trying to bring in some of those colors. And then I'm just going to do this on a scrap piece of paper. Now we want to huff on it. I know on Thursday night I got asked, can you use your stamping blends with this technique? No. Yeah, finding things sometimes in your craft room, especially if you've had some different alterations in there. I know I'm still looking for, I have a card sketch that's ready to go. I've got the paper all cut out and everything else, but I can't find one punch. And I am almost positive that I bought it. I know I did. All right, so see how that's changed, and even how that pool party looks okay on those leaves. So I'm going to come in with my die cut. I'll just cut that one out. I did cut this out. I cut it out of Pool Party and Mint Macaron. I don't know which one I'm going to use yet. I'll bring in my mini cut and emboss. Well, good thing they were just my plates. Wasn't that a great deal last month with this cut and emboss? 20% off. That month went so fast. All right, so I'm just going to come in with my Post-it note tape. You know what? I can do this way first because I'm using the tape. That allows me to see where everything goes. Yeah, just like that. And then we'll put that on there. It does give a soft look. Plus, like I say, you can mix your markers. You always want to go, when you're going with your markers and you're going to mix colors, you always want to make sure that you always go the light color first, because it's not going to color and mark up your marker. If you do get a bit of color transforming into there, all you have to do is just rub it off on a piece of paper. It's a technique that's forgotten quite often, is this technique. Since the blends came out, not too many people go so much with the markers, but trust me, there's so many techniques that you can use with that. Plus also, it's really nice to be able to have a color, one of each color there. All right, so we have that. Now I have this piece here. So what I want to do is I want to come in with my Petal Pink, and I'm going to come in with those kind of the let's see, I'll show you on this stamp set here. I'm going to use this one and this one to give kind of a collage look, but a watermark look. I could have used also, I could turn and use Versamark on here if I wanted to. But I just wanted to have that. I think this goes this way. Just put that there. Just want just a bit of something to look, you know, just to give a tiny bit of a look onto the back. So this is going to go right about here. And I'm going to put this piece here, which is just this piece right here. And that's going to go on there, but I'm wondering which one I should. Let me just bring up my ticket. Oh, it did come out. Okay. So I'm not sure whether or not if I want to use this color with it or this color. I might even use both of them. Let's just see how that's going to look. I think I can use the Pool Party with that. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and put this part on, and I'm going to do, whoops, I don't want to put that on because there's something I want to do first. Okay, so I do want this to go onto here. So I'm just going to, I want to make sure that that stem part is going to get covered down here. You know what? Just to be on the safe side, I think I'm just going to cut a bit of that stem off. There we go. And I'm just going to actually put that onto this piece here. Just like so. And then when this piece goes on here, I'm going to be able to put that down. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go first, and I'm going to put my dimensionals on here. And there's a reason why I'm doing this way, and I'll explain that in just a second. I want to put this piece on, and then I can take where it's gone, where this is, I can turn around and then put my glue dots, or I could go ahead and put my whatever way I want to attach my vellum. I can put it on. See, when I put it like this, okay, this is going to go like this. Now I know where I can put glue so that it's not going to show from the front part. Sneaky, right? There we go. Now that is just going to go like so. And none of that glue is going to show from that vellum. Whoops. And now it's crooked. Just like that. And then what I want to do too is, and this is going to go on here like so, but I want to also come in with this striped organdy ribbon, organdy striped ribbon. It is retiring. It is in the beautiful petal pink. I want to wrap this around here just like so. And then what I want to do is I want to have it come like this. So let me just cut this. And what I want it to do is I want it to then, when I tie this, I want it to come this way. So we're going to do it like this. And I want to come in with my linen thread. I'll just cut some of that off. I'm going for a look. So I want to do, I'm going to just tie this. I've got a lot here. I don't need this much, that's for sure. So I'm just going to tie that like that. I'm going to tie it in a knot. I'm hoping this is going to work. I didn't try this out ahead of time. So what I want it to do is I want it to come from the stem area. There we go. And now I'm going to just trim this down, trim this off, and this off. And then I'm going to cheat for a bit, and I'm going to use a couple of glue dots to glue this down. But see, I wanted it to come from there. I didn't want it to come off from the side. Okay, so I'll just come in with my glue dots. So these markers are looking more and more attractive all the time, aren't they? You can get all of the markers together, or you can go and buy them in their color families. And then we're just going to put this one down here as well. So see, that's going to give a bit of a look there. So I'm going to turn around and put that on there. Now, I also want to go ahead and I want to use, do the sentiment. And I love this particular sentiment. It's right, this one just for you. And I'm going to do it in Bermuda Bay, just so that it looks, you can see it. My goodness, I got glue on there. Okay, so we're just going to lightly tap that. Just stamping that. And then I'm going to turn around and I am going to fussy cut this out. Just like that. Originally, what I was going to do was I was going to do just for you. I was going to cut them out individually, is what I thought. But when I kind of did it in a different color, I wasn't too taken with it. So this will look okay like this. So I'm just going to have it like that. So I am actually going to go in and put this on with some dimensionals. Just looking at your comments. Strange looking piece of take your pick or dimensionals. I had that one piece that they had cut all the way through and it was annoying for me. All right, so let's do that. It's going to go off to the side here. Now I can bring it to that part there and I think that'll be okay. I'm not doing it quite in the middle, sort of. And then I'm going to come in and this is going to go up on that part and then I need a dimension on this part here. So I have to use these half dimensionals here. So I said I wanted it on that one side. You don't want your thing to dip, so that's the reason why I'm just putting it, the dimensional, on the one side. And then I'm going to glue the other side down. So just like this. Like that. And now what we need to do is we need to embellish. Now, there's a few things that we could use. At first, I thought, well, maybe I can use these genial gems because they are retiring. However, they're not. Oh, have they been like that? Have you contacted Stampin' Up about your? Tina had said that her dimensionals are cut right through. Have you contacted Stampin' Up? Like I say, I am wondering. No, we'll just leave that. It kind of is very annoying. I find it very annoying. Okay, so I'm going to come in with these. These are the polished dots that come in the symbols of fortune. And just going to come down here. You know what? I'm thinking, can I use another big one? Maybe not. Yes. I'm going to use a bigger one. Okay. So there's my card for today's card sketch. And I'll bring that card sketch back in. You know, unfortunately, I'm so into the very, very pale colors. I know there's some that really like their bold colors. I am so into this. This would have been changed completely had I used this piece, right? And I would have used different parts to it. But it's amazing how this Waves of the Ocean paper would work in very well with something like this as well. Oh, thank you. I'm happy with the way it kind of turned out. Now, like I say, if make sure that you do put this onto my Facebook group, and make sure that you can always catch the replay, Kathy. make sure that you do put it in under my Facebook group, where and it's card sketch number 98. 2 more weeks. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy about that, coming up with the 100th one. And then the winners for last month are being announced at 1 o'clock or at 11 o'clock Pacific time. And what's going on tonight is Sip and Stamp. Want to join? Just we sit and we do our own thing, have a few laughs, and then on Monday we're back to doing another live. Don't forget, Your Creativity Awaits. We'll be using on the horizon this coming month, and also, if you're interested in the Symbols of Fortune, that stamp camp, it's going to be closing shortly, but purchase the bundle or the suite and you will get 13 make and takes and then access to the Facebook group as well. Now, these are international, 13 international demonstrators. We have 4 or 5 from Australia. We got 3 from the UK, 4 from the States, and 2 from Canada. In any event, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you'll do the same thing, do a sketch. Like I say, try to use something a little bit different so that it shows your own creativity, because that's the whole purpose of doing card sketches. Remember, create. You always want to try to create because it's great for the soul. So have a great day and bye for now.